This is EA Sports coverage of the world of golf as we come to you from the challenging Whistling Straits Golf Course in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Nobilo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. There's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new.
And that will wind up in the bunker left of this first fairway to get the morning started. All right, so that one settles in the bunker. What kind of an early test is this here at the first, Frank?
Well, I was hoping for the fairway. That didn't happen. Now he's in the bunker. I'm hoping he can still hit the green.
Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Okay, just the one drop shot, as that's in for a bogey. We move on to the 597-yard second, the shorter of the two par fives on the front. Gentle dogleg left. If you go for the green in two, beware of a deep putt bunker 35 yards short of the putting surface. Oh, and this tee shot gonna wind up in a bunker for the second time on these first two holes. Getting some sand in the shoes now. For a second straight hole, he's in the bunker. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And we're over on the left-hand side in one of the biggest bunkers you'll find at Whistling Straits, so don't feel too bad about finding it. The lip, however, not too high, so it means we've got a good crack at advancing it down there.
That is straight into the thick stuff. Third shot from 125. He'll be looking to attack. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. 12 feet still to go. Yeah, that's a good putt. He avoids the back-to-back bogeys to start. It's a par here at number 2. Now to the first par 3 on this golf course. It's the third, about 188 yards.
Yeah, big green with lots of undulations, and it moves the ball from that right side towards the left, towards Lake Michigan. But club selection, important here.
That one safely on the putting surface. Birdie attempt at the third. Nota Begay is down there.
And this is not the place to be. It's a really tough side hill putt. He's got to push it out to the right and then just let it drift back to the hole.
Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. I mean, that was not far enough. He'll finish that off for par, +1 through his first 3 holes. Well, here we are at the par 4 fourth. It's a shade under 500 yards, and it is the hardest hole on the golf course. Why? Well, Pete Dye's playing mind games yet again. He's trying to get you to avoid those mounds on the right side. You do, and what happens is so many tee shots go toward those left bunkers and the dunes that fall dangerously toward Lake Michigan. Again, mind games from the mastermind, Pete Dye.
That's a whopper of a tee shot. Couple more bounces. Oh, just in the first cut.
It's now his second from just off the fairway. I don't think we'll be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight, Frank, but all in all, that's not too bad.
Yeah, not bad, but not great, so not bad.
Okay, that's finished off for a par. Ready to tee off here at the 5th. It is a 603-yard snaking par 5.
Yeah, really, there's no way you can carry that water on the right side. 340 yards finds the fairway on that line, so that's not really worth it. Ideally, just hit it down the left side. Take your medicine.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it and be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot. But really, it's going to be about the 3rd shot today. How close can you hit it?
Terrific golf shot, and now that for an easy birdie. Okay, he'll finish that off from a couple of feet away, and that is a birdie. Hole number 6, and another scenic view off the tee. It's a 409-yard par 4.
Yeah, the hole is well bunkered around the 300-yard mark. Ideally, you want to have that tee shot just short of that. Then it's not too hard a second shot.
You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. So from right around 80 yards or so, this is second. Look here at birdie.
And he may need to give this just a little extra. He's going straight up the hill, but otherwise fairly painless.
That is lefty right there. A beautiful putt, and the result is a birdie. It's a beautiful hole, isn't it? You got a great view of Lake Michigan. It's 221 yards. You can only gaze at that water for so long, then you have to get back to the task at hand, and it is a tough one. A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough. So from the rough, Iona's down there.
Well, this is certainly interesting. To the left-hand side of the green here at 7, chipping back towards Lake Michigan off a slight downslope. This will test your nerve.
Eight-foot putt here. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them, there are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. They call that position A. That's going to be right down the middle. Frank, when we stop staring at Lake Michigan in the background, what should we be focusing on?
Well, somehow you're going to have to thread a long iron in between those bunkers right and Lake Michigan.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
A 9-footer now for his birdie. Not a problem. That's in for birdie. And that score moves to 2 under par. We finish up the front side here at Whistling Straits with the 442-yard par 4 ninth. Fairway tends to funnel the tee shot toward the middle, but if you're too far to the right, a large tree about 100 yards short of the green could block your approach. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway nota, this is second.
105 yards to the front. 112 to the hole, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back to back. This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Just going to sneak on by. Okay, that's in for his par here at the ninth. And that's going to make this a 2 under 34 for the front side. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. And this one's slowed up by the leaves, and that's not going to be a great result. This is going to be very difficult to get to the green. It's his second from a terrible lie. Nah, that's not going to escape it.
That rough is obviously much thicker than we were all expecting this week. Consequently, took a lot of speed off that shot.
Boy, that is the definition of grinding out a par. Heavy rough on his first and second shots, but somehow he walks away with a 4. Well, Frank, the 11th here at Whistling Straits is a monster par 5. They call it sandbox, but it is not exactly child's play, is it?
No, I can't actually count the number of bunkers on this hole. Plus, it's a dogleg to the right. 645 yards. I don't care whichever way you cut it down. That's going to be 3 good shots. It forces you to hit driver off this tee.
So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie, but push that score to 3 under for the round. Out of the 12th, short little par 3.
Yeah, just a short iron in hand. You'd like to think it's a birdie opportunity. One of the biggest problems here, though, is putting. This green, anything other than flat.
Okay, safely aboard. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Ah, yes, well done. It's a birdie. We'll move to 4 under now on the day. On to the 13th, and this par 4, Frank, they lovingly call cliffhanger. How do you deal with these 402 yards, Frank?
Really, you got to pick a spot down the left side. Even where the rough isn't really such a bad line. Keep it down there, let everything kick to the right, but you have to avoid missing right here.
Yeah, that's the spot you want to put it. Now, watch this thing gather momentum. Down the slope. Well, that is going to be an excellent result. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. A birdie opportunity here at 13.
And he's seemingly had no problem with his reads all round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, probably was expecting a little more from this hole after the big drive, but he does walk away with a par. Now to the par 4 14th. It is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards only leaves 145 in.
This starting toward the right side. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. So he may need to choke up on this one as he gets set for his second.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. So after a heck of a putt to get it to tap in range, he finishes that off for his par. Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits.
That is dead center right down the middle here to start the hole. A look at birdie here at 15.
And he's seemingly had no problem with his reads all round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
And yes, very impressive right down. That goes down for a birdie. Now the run to the finish beginning here at the 16th, Frank.
And there's certainly a chance for 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, you name it down here. But it's all going to start with one thing, and that's a good drive.
And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Getting out more important than distance here as he readies his second.
Problem was going to start with that tee shot. Once it found the bunker, needed a cool head and a second shot that found the fairway. Not quite there though.
A straightforward look here for birdie. Yeah, well, that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. The 17th now at Whistling Straits. And if you have a club that travels 250 yards on a good line, bust it out now.
That's what you're going to need, and you're going to need to hit that smack bang out of the middle of the club and leave nothing behind.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Now this for another birdie. Yeah, that is a very good two-putt from where he was. That's no easy feat, and he'll come away with par. The final hole, the 18th, and the clubhouse in the distance. Frank, it's looking like home sweet home, isn't it?
Well, if you can hit the fairway here, that's one thing, but it still leaves an enormously long second shot.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Frank, one last full swing. What are they looking at here at 18?
Well, even with a good tee shot, you're left with a long yardage in, so chances are you're hitting a long iron all the way across 7 Mile Creek, which wraps around the front and the left side. So this is going to take your best second shot.
So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. This is a 19-foot putt. Oh yeah, bottom of the barrel for birdie here at 18. And that will mean it is a round of 65, 7 under par. Absolutely terrific. Frank, that was quite a test at Whistling Straits.
Well, 7,800 yards is one of the longest courses you can play, but this golf course extracts every single ounce of game out of you.
Frank, it certainly was a challenge. For my partner Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, we say so long for now from Whistling Straits.